Greetings dear viewers, JLB here. As part of our mini-series, I'm going to be talking about the next era of the Disney Anthology series, the 1969 to 1979 era, when the show was officially called The Wonderful World of Disney. It came in September of 1969 for a couple of reasons. One, because of Walt's passing, and two, because nobody really needed to know it as The Wonderful World of Color anymore, because by the 70s, most people had color TVs in their homes. So that's why the name was changed. And the show gained solid ratings up until the mid-70s, even though it was in the top 20 on multiple occasions. So, in 76, Disney showed off their film The Parent Trap, the original Parent Trap from 1961, as a 2.5-hour special, which marked the first time that they would show popular movies like that on television that were over an hour. With the exceptions of Now You See Him, Now You Don't, and Napoleon and Samantha. Now, Walt Disney Productions actually also began running some of its multi-episode television programs, such as The Way Out Seal from 1962, as featured feature films on the Anthology series. Plus, they showed a slightly edited version of the 1954 classic 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in October of 1976. Plus, there were several other films that weren't very successful, like Super Dad, that aired on the program in the form of 2-hour broadcasts. However, that format, multi-episode format for feature films, hadn't been discontinued. And as of late 1981, films like Pollyanna were still being shown on The Wonderful World of Disney in several installments, running at least a week apart. Now, during the early 70s, the show began to increasingly concentrate less on the animated cartoons and the dramatic drama or comedy films, and began to face an emphasis more on the nature-oriented programs like True Life Adventures. The show's continued ratings success in the post-Walt era, which we know as the Dark Ages of Disney, continued, and at this time, the Walt Disney Productions faced a decline in fortunes due to all the films that were losing money during the Dark Ages. Now, while NBC as a whole was also slipping in the ratings, the Anthology series became even more dependent on airings of live-action theatrical films like True Life Adventures, or reruns of older episodes and cartoon compilations. Nothing from the Disney anime features aired, with several exceptions of Alice in Wonderland and Dumbo. Now, additionally, in 1975, when CBS regained broadcast rights to the 1939 Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer film that we all know and love, The Wizard of Oz, it was scheduled opposite of Disney, as it had been between 1960 and 1968. And at that time, telecasts of the film were highly rated annual events, which largely attracted the same family audience as the Disney series. From 1968 to 1975, when NBC held the television rights to Oz, which had been acquired by CBS in 1967, it usually preempted Disney to show it. However, the show's stiffest week of competition came from the CBS News magazine that still runs today, 60 Minutes. An amendment to the primetime access rule gave the Sunday 7 p.m. Eastern Time slot back to all the networks, allowing NBC to move Disney back a half an hour, and also allowed CBS to schedule 60 Minutes at 7 p.m. Eastern Time starting on December 7th. Now, prior to this, 60 Minutes was aired at 6 p.m. Eastern, and didn't begin its seasons until after the NFL season ended. And because of this, Disney fell out of the top 30, while 60 Minutes had its ratings rise significantly. So as you can see, it was basically the Dark Ages were starting to catch up to Disney. But the next era might prove a bit successful, but we'll have to wait and see. So until then, have a magical day, and I'll see you all next time.